This is Blade Master, and right now, as I'm starting to record this part, I have what if Izuku Midoriya's father was Endeavor, and that is, leveling up and, uploading. Still got no idea what I'm gonna do with the One Piece one, and yeah, this is what if Naruto. I don't know. I'm thinking, what should I call it? What if something changed in Naruto? So that is what this is. This is what if something changed in Naruto, and something clicks to Naruto basically in the middle of the fight with Kimimaru. Yeah, Kimimaru, and then this in the Sasuke retrieval arc. But apart from that, this is where we start the what if. Here's the intro. Naruto stood against Kimimaru. Kimimaru. He looked at him. Naruto had been getting beaten for 5 minutes straight. Naruto had blacked out. He had rethought everything he had once thought. Him and Sasuke ain't friends. He isn't friends with Sakura. Kakashi, if he even wants to be called sensei, needs to help train Naruto. If Naruto has to kill Sasuke to make sure the Kekkei Genkai doesn't come back, he will. Sasuke is nothing to Naruto. He is just a dud, a weakling. If he can betray his village for revenge, he isn't a shinobi to begin with. Naruto jumped over Kimimaru, snapped a piece of bone out of the ground, and then tried to slice at Kimimaru, but was stopped. He was there. Rock Lee had came out of nowhere and helped kick Kimimaru back. Naruto, go over and after Sasuke Uchiha, said Rock Lee. Naruto left, bolting for the damn Uchiha brat. He went, and he ran, and he ran. He reached the final valley where Sasuke was waiting. If I, said Sasuke. Naruto didn't even say anything. He pulled out a kunai from his kunai pouch, and then he charged. Sasuke started chuckling. So you are really impatient. Naruto bolted at Sasuke. They were crashing. They were fighting and attacking each other. Kunais and shurikens flying everywhere. Naruto pulled out a Rasengan and slammed it in Sasuke, who had barely dodged the Rasengan. It wasn't even the real Naruto. It was a clone who he had attacked with the Rasengan. Naruto was thinking strategically. He would attack Sasuke while his clones would attack the Rasengan. He would be wasting chakra, but at least he would be able to take out Sasuke with minimal damage to himself. But then he was struck in the face by Sasuke's foot in Naruto's face, and a kunai straight past Naruto's eye. Shuriken and kunai started flying again. Sasuke, in the midst of this, used Chidori and attacked Naruto, almost piercing his heart. This went on for about 10 minutes of battle, of either clones attacking with Chidoris or Rasengans, or kunai and shurikens being thrown. Kabuto appeared out of nowhere, kicked Naruto in the head. Naruto had been a minute ago standing over Sasuke. He had attacked him and hit him in the side of the face with a Rasengan. Almost took him out. But because Sasuke had used all the curse mark and was draining his chakra, Naruto didn't have time to think. After he was standing over Sasuke, he was withdrawing from chakra of the Nine Tails. Sasuke was out. Kibito had seen this as his time, and put his foot straight down into Naruto's face, smacking him in the face, taking him out, knocking Naruto unconscious. Lord Orochimaru would be happy with this, thought Kabuto. Maybe is all that Kabuto could think of. Kabuto kept smashing Naruto's face in with the back of his foot. Naruto was drowning in the water at the final valley. You know, you look like the son of the look like the fourth Hokage, Naruto. If you I know you're about to die, but Orochimaru said you most likely are, because he had a strong connection to a woman named Uzumaki, but you have nothing like him. You are not as strong, not as fast, and not as smart, said Kabuto. Kabuto just started chuckling. I hope you die, young Naruto. Orochimaru appeared. Kabuto, what did you just say? Did you just say he was the fourth son? Don't, because it's not 100% thought out. But at the same time, you just can't say yes. Just come on, what happens if he's not? And even if he is and he survived, he might learn the jutsu the fourth had and become a seal master, kenjutsu master. He could become a pain in our ass once if he survives this. Hopefully he's dead. Orochimaru and Kabuto had left with Sasuke. Orochimaru had just appeared. He saw Kabuto, and as he was about to shunshin down, he was scared of what had happened. There was Orochimaru there, so he couldn't. He had lost Sasuke, but he would save Naruto. He took Naruto all the way back to Konoha, and as he got there, Kakashi was stunned. Everyone that had went after Sasuke was life threatened. Naruto as well. 2 days later, in Konoha council room, we need to kill the Kyuubi brat. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have pushed our precious Uchiha away. We can't do that, said Kakashi, who came out of nowhere. Why is that? Asked Hanzo. Because it's not your place to decide. You are just a shit weakling from the council. You're not shinobi, said Kakashi. Tsunade nodded at this. He's right. Naruto is in grave danger. If it was anyone, it would be him that we need more than the Uchiha. He holds the Nine Tails. If it ever got released again, what do you think will happen? It would snap. It would come back and get revenge. If I was you, I would not try and push him out, because if he does, resents us and gets strong enough to control it, be taken over it would be our doom, said Tsunade. The council all looked at that, and then nodded. Okay, Kakashi, you have direct orders to train Naruto, along with Jiraiya of the Sannin. Once Naruto awakes, you go to train him, said Tsunade. Kakashi nodded. The council went on for another 4 hours. Kakashi and Jiraiya had met up and talked about what would happen. All the Jonin had heard about what had happened with Naruto, and they felt sorry for him. That he had almost died going after a missing limb, and all this other stuff. So what did Kabuto say? Asked Jiraiya. Jiraiya, I would tell you, but this is a matter of utmost secrecy, so I cannot tell you here, said Kakashi. Jiraiya just nodded. He figured as much. Okay then, said Jiraiya. Jiraiya and Kakashi went to Naruto's apartment and sat down. Tsunade wants us to take Naruto to train for I don't know how long, but we have to train Naruto to be Jonin, and when I mean that, but when he comes back, he will be admitted Jonin, I hope. But we cannot get our hopes up, said Jiraiya. We need to train Naruto, said Kakashi. I figured as much. I was thinking about taking Naruto away to train, but with you there, It would be a piece of cake to make him stronger than a Uchiha, any of the Akatsuki, said Jiraiya. Thank you for thinking so highly of me, Jiraiya-sama, said Kakashi. Meanwhile, with Naruto, he is walking to Tsunade's office. If what he says is true, that means I'm basically royalty, because from what I heard, he was the fourth Hokage, right? That means everyone should love me for being their precious, whatever. I just need to know if it's true, said Naruto. Naruto was walking towards, had arrived in the Hokage monument. There stood Tsunade and Chizune after the council meeting. What has you here, my boy? Asked Tsunade. Naruto looked at her. Is my father the fourth Hokage? Asked Naruto. This shocked both Shizune and Tsunade, because Naruto had never asked this before. Tell me the truth, no lies, said Naruto. Yes, your father is, said Tsunade. Naruto broke down in tears. Who's my mother? Asked Naruto. Her name is Kushina Uzumaki. She's a royal Uzumaki. So you're telling me, not only is my dad the fourth Hokage, but I'm also royalty? So why was I treated so poorly in this village? Asked Naruto. Naruto, you were treated badly for many reasons. Mainly because the village didn't want you to be strong because of the Kyuubi. But I want you to train with Naruto, with Jiraiya and Kakashi for 3.5 years, said Tsunade. I can do that. I will do that, said Naruto. I thought so, said Tsunade. Naruto, we will be seeing you, said Tsunade. Naruto looked at it. Did my parents leave me like any scrolls, clan techniques, or anything? Asked Naruto. Yes, but you have to get them off Jiraiya-sama, since he is your godfather and all, said Tsunade. Did Haruzen and Gigi know that they were my parents? Asked Naruto. Tsunade just looked at him. Yes, he did. He wanted to tell you once you became Chunin. Well, really, when you had become strong enough to protect yourself from your father's enemies. Mostly Iowa, said Tsunade. And that's why he sealed the Kyuubi in me, because I'm his son. And he wouldn't want anyone else except someone who can control it, right? Or befriend it, said Naruto. Yes, Naruto. Naruto just looked at her. Well, to honor my family's legacy, I'll become the strongest shinobi I possibly can. And when I come back, can I become a Jonin, maybe? Said Naruto. Tsunade just looked at him. You'll have to go to one of the tuning exams during 3 years. Special pass. Use your clone technique to make yourself some teammates. And then once you get back, you'll be promoted to Jonin. Okay, said Naruto. Naruto looked at it. And when I come back, I'll be taking Konohanaru under my wing. I reckon I should teach some genin, for the next generation, said Naruto. Tsunade just looked at him. Yes, if that is what you want, you can. But only if you become a Chunin during that time. Naruto looked at her. I'll be seeing you now, Granny, said Naruto. He went to his apartment and found Kakashi and Jiraiya there. Jiraiya-sama. Yoro Senin. Pervy Sage, said Naruto. Jiraiya looked at him. What, Naruto? He looked at him. I want the scrolls from my parents of my clan techniques, and I want you and Kakashi to train me to the ground and don't hold back in your training, said Naruto. They both looked at him. He was going to train seriously? But he's a knucklehead, said Naruto. Naruto, what happened to you? Where's the knucklehead ninja we all know? Said Jiraiya. Naruto just turned to Kakashi, who had said this. I realized in the battle against Sasuke, I am nothing but a dope. I need to be as strong as possible. I can't be weak if I want to become Hokage. But I don't want to become Hokage anymore. I want to train the next Hokage. I want to be stronger than Hokage and be able to do what I want by being a ninja. That is what I set out to be, a ninja, not someone who just sits behind their desk, said Naruto. So you're not a mindless tool, asked Jiraiya. No, said Naruto. Let's go, snapped Naruto. We have a 3-year, yeah. So, what was I about to say? Jiraiya, Naruto, and Kakashi all leaving the village. Shikamaru and all the Konoha Genin and their senseis were all waiting at the gate because Tsunade had sent them to send Naruto off. Naruto looked at Shikamaru, shook his hands. I'll be seeing you, Shika. Don't slack off in your training. Become stronger than you are now. I'll be waiting for you, said Naruto. Why are you waiting for me? Asked Shikamaru. Naruto looked at him. Because you're my best friend. And I can't be getting the upper hand over you for a long time. You need to be at least somewhat journeying material when I come back, said Naruto. Naruto turned to Kiba. You Unazaka, become an alphas. Find the female while I'm gone, but also come tuning at least, you mutt, said Naruto. Naruto turned to Shino. You don't talk much, but you possibly and Shikamaru will be tuning by the time I come back. Joning, I mean. And if you aren't, well then I'll be disappointed in you, Shino, because you have the most talent out of all of us, since no one knows much about you. You keep quiet like old Aburami. Well, but you are strong and capable, so I can see you being stronger than all of us. So please, do what you must. Keep Shika on the right path. He turned to Choji. You need to train some more, you big buffoon. I'm not calling you fat, but you need to train. Shika is going to need someone along his side he can trust once he's a jonin. Turn to Ino. Get out of your fangirl phase. You'd be a lot better than you are now if you were out of it already. He turned to Sakura. I used to like you, but now I don't. You're just a fangirl. I don't want to even look at you until you become an actual Kunoichi, said Naruto, leaving Sakura shocked. He's always asking her out on dates, and he just snapped in a way. Who was he forgetting? He turned to Rock Lee. Rock Lee, by the time I come back, your flames of youth better be brighter than mine. And by the time I come back, we'll both fight to the death in a taijutsu only battle. Hopefully I can unlock those gates you had as well, said Naruto. Rock Lee and Guy were going on and on about flames of youth and how bright Naruto shines. Naruto just cocked a smile. Whatever you say, whatever you say. Naruto just let it be. He didn't have time to deal with this type of stuff. Naruto what didn't I? Who was I forgetting? He turned to Neji. You are a brat. You and your fate. Change to the Hyugas. And protect them like a branch member should. I'm just joking. Get out of your fate phase, Neji, said Naruto. Neji just looked at him. I already was, thanks to you, said, Neji. He turned to Tenten. We don't talk much, but I can see you're strong, Kunoichi. Stronger than all the other ones in our village, at least. Well, of our age. But not as strong as like Tsunade. Become a better weapons expert or something. Don't slack off while I'm out there being the best Kenjutsu master I possibly can be. This shocked everyone. Naruto's taking off Kenjutsu. He turned to Guy and told him about keeping his flames of youth bright. He told Asuma that he should already ask Kurenai out, and he told Kurenai to beat any perv she finds except Jiraiya-sama. Naruto just left. He had times to be. He turned to Kakashi and Jiraiya and asked if we were leaving now. They all said yes. Naruto and Jiraiya and Kakashi left Konoha's gates. With there being no Team 7 now because Kakashi had left to go help Naruto train and Sasuke had left to go befriend Orochimaru, Sakura walked over to Asuma. She wants to rebuild her friendship with Uno because of them stop being friends because of Sasuke. Sakura still wants to be with Sasuke, but Naruto, not wanting to be with her, kind of put her on a different path. She's going to help. She wants to become a stronger Kunoichi. She turned to Asuma. Can you take me on and be my Jonin sensei now that Kakashi has left? Asked Sakura. No, I might not be able to, said Asuma. Why not? Asked Sakura. Because only the Kage, our key Kage, so Tsunade would be the only one to say yes or no. So you'd have to go ask her, said Asuma. Sakura ran into Tsunade's office. Tsunade, Lady Hokage, I mean, can I be put on Asuma Sarutobi's genin team now, since I don't have one, said Sakura. Tsunade just sighed. Yes, you can. You can. You will be joining Team Asuma for their missions tomorrow. Go get a night's rest, said Haruno, said Tsunade. 6 months later, in the land of, in Kumo, it was the tuning exams again. Naruto was walking through with 2 clones, one named Haru, and the other one named Shin. Shin and Haru were Naruto's clones, but they were going to use completely different jutsus as what Naruto will use. Naruto will use wind style, and Haru will use fire style. Why? Shin will use lightning style, release jutsus, along with different type of clones, and Naruto will use Kenjutsu. Haru will use Funjutsu, and Shin will use the bow staff, and they will get through past, and then Shin and Haru will drop out once they reach the final stage. The first stage was being run by a Jonin named Darui. It was a fate, kind of like, it wasn't a written test. It was a strategy thinking, quick improvisation, and strength and speed test. You have to think about how fast you had to run and a lot of other things. The second one was held by a female that Naruto doesn't is beautiful in Naruto's eyes, way more beautiful than Sakura Haruno. Her name was Yugito. And over the time that Naruto had been training with Kakashi and Jiraiya, he learned to befriend Kuruma instead of trying to use its powers and chakra. And he found out that Yugito was the Jinchuriki of the Two Tails. After that, third stage, was been watched after the month's training. Had been watched and supervised by Killer Bee, the Jinchuriki of the Eight Tails. Naruto, gave a present off that even without the Eight Tails, he was strong like Naruto hoped to be. Naruto came first in the fight in the finals on the day. First in, some Kumo ninja named Samui as his last opponent. She was strong, but Naruto easily beat her down without trying much. But Naruto didn't want to seem cocky and arrogant, so he let her get multiple hits on like he did for the others. Killer Bee, along with A and older Jonin, had seen this, that Naruto had been holding back against all the fucking tuning, all the getting there. This made A think of how strong Naruto was if he held back and still was taking their ass out. Naruto had been promoted tuning, and he trains using Funjutsu for the next 6 months. After being a Funjutsu master in under 6 months, so it's now been a whole year since Naruto left, he has complete control over his main 3 affinities. He uses winds, fire, and lightning the most. Earth and water he's good at, and he doesn't waste as much chakra because the QB, Kuruma, has helped Naruto train it and basically turn it into an affinity like he did for lightning and fire. But because fire and lightning are Kakashi and Jiraiya's affinities, he is better at them. And also wind being he uses those 3 more. He started taking A rank and B rank missions during the next 2 years. It had been 3 years since Naruto had left the village. He had mastered the Hiraishin, and basically all type of jutsus under all 5. He still has long ways to go, like communication skills, using all of Kuruma's chakra, her specialized abilities like the KCM, but that Naruto is S-rank ninja material. Jiraiya and Kakashi both have taken him on, and Kakashi has lost and Jiraiya almost beat. Let's make it it's half a year between Naruto returns. So you ready, Naruto? Asked Jiraiya. Yes, Gigi. Yes, Irasenin, said Naruto. Okay then. Naruto knew what to do, right? Asked Jiraiya. Yes, I gotta get reverse summoned by Gamakichi, Gamabunta, or one of the other toads to learn Sage Jutsu, right? Said Naruto. Yes, Naruto. Now let's go. Naruto has 2 summonings. He had got a second one during this time, the Phoenix Jutsu. Him and Kakashi are the only ones to summon it. Kakashi is going to learn the Phoenix Sage, while Naruto learns the Toad Sage, and then he will try and mix Phoenix and Toad Sage together once he's done. 6 months later, Naruto, Kakashi, and Jiraiya are walking through the village. It's like 2 weeks before the Genins, the Konohana's age, become Genins. Naruto has a full mate wardrobe change. He's in a black hood, black cloak, black ombu pants, black sandals. He has fishnet mesh underneath his own clothing, and yeah. He wears bandage wrappings around his arm. He wears a mask like Kakashi. He has a headband on his shoulder for fire for the Phoenix and ashes for the Phoenix and fire for the and oil for toads on his arms. And on his normal head is a Konoha headband. On his left shoulders, the Uzumaki clan symbol, and on his right shoulder, the Namikaze clan symbol. Naruto has his Chunin vest on and his Jonin vest. He is here to become a Jonin. He's walking through the village. He sees Neji, Rock Lee, and Tenten. Tenten is a Chunin. Rock Lee's a Chunin as well, along with Neji being a Jonin. Naruto, they don't even realize it's Naruto because he's complete wardrobe change. Naruto thought Naruto would. But how much do you think Naruto's progressed? Said Tenten. Knowing him, he's probably stronger than all of us right now. Said Neji. No way. He can't be stronger than Gaara. Kazekage, said Tenten. That's questionable. He might be Kage level. We don't know yet, said Neji. Rock Lee just smirked. Naruto's youthful flames burn brightly, said Rock Lee. The whole day, Naruto had walked through the village trying to find his whole Genin teams. He didn't know what to say to Hinata all those years ago because he knew that she liked him and he didn't like her like that. He actually has developed feelings for a couple of girls while he's been around. Tamari of the Hidden Sands, when he's gone there for missions to help out. There's Yukito from the Land of Lightning. Naruto has developed feelings for those two. And he told them both at the same time at the most recent Chunin exams before he came here. And they both said that once Naruto decides, they will talk to him then. Naruto has no clue who he likes more, so he'll talk it over with Shika, Tsunade. Kakashi and Drai he won't talk over because I'll tell him to go with Yugito because she has bigger boobs, or Tamari because she's a princess. Naruto wants to know who he likes more, not for the feelings, but not because of the assets, but because of his feelings for them. Naruto. He was walking up through the Hokage Tower when he passed Team 10 with Asuna, the old Chunin, wearing the earrings, even Sakura. So she became part of Team 10. What Naruto got for becoming a Chunin from Kakashi was his mask, not the three-pronged kunai, but a kunai that had on one side Kakashi, and on the other side had Take. And Dry had given him the headband for oil and ashes. Naruto continued walking past them. No one knew it was him. He turned to Tsunade. Hokage-sama. She looked at him. I'm sorry, but who are you? Naruto looked at her. If you let the armband go, I'll put up some privacy seals and you can know who I am, said Naruto. She did that. As soon as Naruto put up the privacy seals, Jiraiya and Kakashi burst through. Where's Naruto? Asked Tsunade. Naruto looked at her. He pulled his hood down and shown her necklace. I'm right here, Hokage-sama, said Naruto. Naruto, you've grown so much, said Tsunade. Naruto just looked at her. Of course I have. I've had 3 years to prepare myself for the Akatsuki, to become a strong shinobi that Haruzen and Gigi could feel proud of. my family, my ancestors to be proud of. I had Kakashi and Jiraiya here run me through the ground. I'm no slouch. Ask them, chuckled Naruto. Kakashi looked at her. He had a dead serious. Kakashi, and Jiraiya looked at her. Hokage-sama. Naruto has fully mastered 2 Sage modes and combined them together. He has fully mastered his father's legacy jutsus. He has mastered the chakra trains from his mother, and he, well, is stronger than me and Kakashi, but that is for another time. Said, no, Kakashi. Jiraiya just looked at him, looked at Tsunade. It is true. Tsunade, he is stronger than me and Kakashi. If we both take him on, he barely just wins. But if he goes into Sage mode, he's Toad / Phoenix Sage, or in his opinion, Ultimate Sage, where he gets natural boost and resistance to all type of jutsus when he's in his Sage mode of the Phoenix. So Naruto is no slouch. He will take any Jonin you have on right now and take him out. Said Jiraiya. Naruto, wanna become a Hokage? Asked Tsunade. Naruto just looked at it. When I was younger, yes. But that was before I realized there needs to be some shinobi that are willing to do anything for the Hokage. I, Granny, have learnt that the will I need to become stronger than I was when Sasuke was around. He's nothing but a weak phony, and I can't have him just making Konoha look bad, said Naruto. I take it you're full ready to take on a Genin team? Asked Tsunade. I am once I become Jonin, said Naruto. Tsunade looked at Naruto. Oh well then, I guess you are now a Jonin of Konoha. I'll give you an A rank while the ninjas are passing their Genin test. You have 2 weeks until their Genin test. A week after that until you meet your team, said Tsunade. Naruto just looked at him. I want to take on a 4-man team, said Naruto. And this surprised her. Why? Asked Tsunade. Naruto looked at her. Well, I know that you changed the curriculum around and made it so now there has to be at least 1 medic on the team. So, you made it so there's 4. You upped it so that all the Genin of my time look weak, right? When we first come out. They all have to be able to have to learn at least 1 elemental jutsu. They don't need to know their own elemental chakra though. He turned to her. Good job, Tsunade. I'm going to make sure my 4 Genin team is stronger than everyone else. They'll be tuning by the next tuning exams, chuckled Naruto. Naruto, don't get cocky, said Tsunade. Jiraiya and Kakashi looked at her. Kakashi, should we? Said Naruto. Asked Jiraiya. Yes, Jiraiya said. Kakashi. What are you not telling me? Asked Tsunade. Naruto, are you going to tell her? Because we can't. Said Jiraiya. Naruto just shook his head. He unsheathed a blade. Actual 4 blades. 1 for each. It says medic, team strategist. It says medic, strategist, backup, and attack. These are for my 4 Genin team members. They'll learn Kenjutsu. I was trained by Kasame as well during this time. I had a clone train with him and Itachi. But they're both missing Nin. Naruto just looked at it. If you had read up on what happened and Konoha elders made Itachi do it. Also, I can't let Kasame is now not a missing nin. He has gone back to being part of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. So, it would benefit you to know that we have an alliance with Kiri because we kind of helped end the war there, said Naruto. Naruto, you were gone away for 3 years. You helped stop a civil war. You get trained by one of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. Find out about the real reason Itachi betrayed and massacred the things. And how am I only finding out about this now? I did it during the tuning exams. How? Clones, really? I sent a set of 3 clones there. And then I went to Kiri because they had asked Dryer the help. And who's better next? Me, because I needed the training, in Dryer's opinion. But it ended up fine. I got trained by one of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist, said Naruto. Whatever. Troublesome. But thanks for the alliance. So, you ready to reclaim your, let the world know of the next Namikaze? Asked Tsunade. Naruto turned to it. The next Namikaze. Okay. Naruto said, once I become a Jonin instructor, then you can tell the Lord about me being an awesome the awesome Namikaze. But instead of the yellow flash, I reckon I might go with the black flash, said Naruto. What's up with you and black? Asked Tsunade. A shinobi should always have a good shinobi appearance, and if I'm blacked out, I can sneak around stealthily. And, ooh, the Black Death. Either one sounds cool, but I'll let my enemies figure that out, said Naruto. And Tsunade had given Naruto an A rank mission. He looked at who would be supporting him. He turned to Tsunade. Really, Tsunade? Said, Naruto. Naruto, what's wrong? Asked, Kakashi. Tsunade, Granny, Lord Hokage wants me to go on a mission to... He just shook his head. We had to go check out one of Orochimaru's old bases, said Naruto. Who's accompanying you, Naruto? Asked, Dryer. Troublesome, is all he said. Come on, tell us, said Dryer. He turned to Tsunade. Naruto turned to Tsunade. Did you deliberately do this? Asked Naruto. Tsunade just shook her head. I have no clue what you're talking about, asked Tsunade. Naruto burnt who his comrades were. Whatever, said Naruto. Naruto, who's your teammates? Asked Dryer. Hinata Hyuga, Kiba Inuzaka, Sakura Haruno, said Naruto. Why them? Asked Dryer. Naruto turned to Dryer. Hinata Hyuga, the next heiress of the Hyuga clan, had a crush on me, had feelings for me, and I guess it is her father's way of trying to make her, if they're trying to get me to accept her, really, because to try and push us together is what Tsunade's trying to get. For once I reveal it, and then Hatsuhashi will allow it. Kiba was a loudmouth brat, so as you can see where that's going, he always thought we were rivals. So yeah, that is to get him out of his alpha state. And Haruno, because she was my last teammate, I am the Jonin on this, right? Asked Naruto. Yes, no one else on that team is Jonin. They're all Chunin, said Sonato. Sonata, I mean. Okay then. I'll be seeing you, said Naruto. Sonata. Yes. Asked Sonata. Can you have my team report to me now? Call in my team that I'll be taking and get them to report to me at the North Gate and tell them they have an hour. They have to make sure they're prepared for a 2-week travel, said Naruto. Tsunade just nodded her head. You know, it's an A rank, right? And did you even really fully read it? Asked Tsunade. It says something about Orochimaru's base, right? Said Tsunade. Said Naruto, I mean. Tsunade just shook her head. You are to go to Orochimaru's old base that has one that we think has some info on some forbidden jutsus that would benefit the village. It also has weapons that may come in handy. It's an Orochimaru base, so we wanted it raided. And what better to test your commanding skills than send you on something like this, said Tsunade. And Naruto just looked at her. Whatever. Gee, Granny, said Naruto. Naruto was sitting at the gate waiting for his team. He had his hood on, his mask over. He also, on his lap, in case he needed to, he has an arm boot type mask with a fox. Naruto has his normal mask like Kakashi, but it is full black with a silver light flames on it. And he has his fox mask. Is white with red and blue markings over it to indicate its appearance. First one to arrive was Hinata. They weren't told who their Jonin instructor were, but it was someone that they can, well, you know, will listen to, hopefully. Kiba was second to arrive. He started smelling. Where have I smelled that scent before? Akamaru, said Kiba. Akamaru just nodded. Naruto appeared behind Kiba. Well, I'm going to say Kiba was the first to arrive. Kiba, you are to keep your mouth shut, alright? Said Naruto. Naruto? Asked Kiba. That is me, and that is I. Now you are to keep your mouth shut for when the rest get here. You are to act like you don't know that I'm your Jonin sensei, alright? Said not sensei, Jonin instructor. Leader, said Naruto. Alright, said Kiba. Next was to arrive was Hinata, but she saw Kiba and saw that he wasn't trying to flirt with her like always. Kiba, said Hinata. Yes, Kiba? Yes, Hinata, asked Kiba. Don't you normally try and flirt with me? What's changed? Said Hinata in a sweet, innocent voice. I thought you had feelings for Naruto, so I decided I'd stop before I was at a loss. I have feelings for Naruto, but it's kind of funny watching you flirt and get denied, said Hinata. Next to arrive was... fuck. Yeah. I kind of forgot who I had. Oh, yeah. Next to arrive was Sakura Haruno. Look. How's training been lately? Asked Hinata to Sakura. Good. Are we waiting on anyone else? Asked, Hinata, asked Sakura. Nope, that is all. If I had anyone else, because I kind of forgot who I had sent on this mission, it's just Hinata, Kiba, Sakura, and Naruto. Naruto stood up from undergrounds right near where Kiba was. Alright, team, let's go. We have to be there by the end of tomorrow, and I have a week and a half to be back, because I got getting to train soon, said the last man. Who are you? Asked Sakura. Naruto just looked at her. You don't need to worry about who I am, just need to worry about the mission. We are shinobi. Naruto unsheathed a katana and a tanto, and had his katana and tantos, his katana and tanto on his back, and he just looked at him. We are ninja. We have to succeed the mission. You don't know me, you won't know me unless I want you to, said Naruto. So, don't even think for a second that you can win, alright? Let's just go, said Naruto. They were lying down for their break of the night, ready to go. That is where I'll end this part. So the next part we'll find out who Naruto's getting team is, decide who his team is, and yeah, that's about it. Also, for the recap, because every part gets a recap, Naruto was banished from the village. Not banished, but lost to what's his name? Sasuke. Kabuto told him who his parents was. Naruto changed from being the goofball he was to like a full shinobi now, and he became a tuning within 6 months, mastered Funjutsu, and that he's a Kenjutsu master. He's trained, and now he's come back to Konoha, and it's about to start a mission with Hinata, Kiba, Sakura, and himself to raid Orochimaru's base. That is near the land. It is at the border of Suna. But from that, peace out. It's the Blade Master.